Hi everybody, Martyn again at Flicking Feathers, and I'm tying another salmon dry fly bomber, tying a big waking version. Very effective fly for Atlantics, well worth trying. So as always, I'll put the materials list in the description along with a link to the Patreon page for anyone that wants to support the channel, get access to the members only content as well as being entered into the giveaways. So I've got my hook, my vice. This is a partridge bomber hook, size 8. Now these are really big hooks. I mean, this is a massive 8. It's like, but it's about the length of like a 3x long 8, but it's got a big wide gape as well, which is quite good for these kind of flies. And I've run on a bed of GSP 100 denier, and I've left my tag end long, right? I'm going to take my tail material, which is just some white calf tail. Just pull that. If you pull the hair at like 90 degrees from the tail, it will align the tips roughly, which is all you want. You don't need it stacked. And then I'll take that and I'll tie that bunch in so that we've got about a shank length at the back. And I'm going to trim this at an angle. And then I'll take my hackle. It's just using a red game saddle. And I'm tying it in, and I'm leaving just about 3mm, slightly like maybe 2mm of bare hackle exposed there, bare stem. Right, I've stripped the stem, and hopefully you can see when I hold that up, there's a couple of mil there of bare stem. Right, that will really help with your winding later when you go to start the hackle. And then I'm going to take another bunch of calf with the same, try to get about the same amount. Then the same length at the front. Now I've left myself an eye length here at least, right? Catch that in. And then you can trim that at an angle, and it will just meet up nice, and you'll get a relatively even underbody. And you can lock all that off, take a wrap or two in front, another one over it just to secure it. Bring my thread to the back, and before I start with the deer hair, I'm going to just take some masking tape, tape that back, same at the front, and that means I'll not trim it when I'm trimming my deer hair. Now the body is just entirely made up of spun hair. I'm using orange deer, but obviously there are other colours that you can use. natural and green and brown, natural, they all work. So I'm getting quite a thick bunch here. Spin it onto the hook. You can turn the thread through there, just lock everything in, sweep everything back, got a few wraps in front of it, you can push it back to compress it a wee bit, and I'll do the same. Just got to repeat this up the body. One, two, take the third turn, tighten it, it'll flare and it'll rotate, and you'll get a nice even spin all the way around. Just don't be shy with your thread tension basically. The deer here can take a lot of abuse and you can really apply some pressure. Sweep everything back and you'll be able to see I'm flexing that hook and I'm even moving my vise a wee bit. Really take control of the material. Clean all the rubbish out, just open it, clean any underfur out of the belly here. This here's got quite long tips, so I'm trimming it. I'm trimming it before I tie it in because it will spin better, but usually it's not something I would bother doing. Third wrap, put it tight. That here will just go around and you can take some turns of thread through it. Take everything. Now I don't bother with a packer on these. Finger packing's plenty tight enough for a bomber. Another big thick bunch. Trim away the tips, make sure it's clean. Offer it in. 1, 2. So it's basically 2 full wraps of thread. Is that, you know, that first one's just catching it, it's not really a full wrap. And you can just take your thread through, lock it all off, and then come to the front. Just whip finish that. Now, to trim these, I always come in with the big scissors. I mean, it's better to do it off your vise, but come in, get a straight cut along the bottom. You want that in to be quite close, and then I'll come down the sides to get a square. And then it'll just be a case of rounding all this off into the shape that I want. I always like to start with a square, and then I can trim it over with come in with the curved scissors and start to shape it. So I'll just get this trimmed up. As you get close to the end, it's a good idea maybe to check against your other fly. See how the shape looks. That's starting to look no bad. And I mean, if you really want to be fussy, you can use the razor blade to smooth everything out, but when you wind your hackle in your rib, it sort of distorts the shape a wee bit anyway. So at this stage, I'm going to take off the masking tape if I can. Right. Oops. And you might find that you need to do a wee bit more trimming. Right, get that away. So you can see here at the back there's a couple of hairs that had somehow get stuck to the tape. But you just make sure you hold the hackle and everything out the way. And then you've disturbed. You can sort of tidy up. Again, it all comes into how fussy you want to be. Right, but I think that's not bad. I'll start my thread again before I do anything. So just pull everything back. I'm using hot orange just because hot orange uni, because it matches the body and all that. Just pull this back, force it upright. Trim away your waist. And at this stage, it's up to you really how upright you want that wing. You can really push back on it, which I quite like the look of. And I'm going to take my hackle up the body. I'd say 4, 5, maybe even 6 turns. That's 4, 5. And you get to the front. Tie that off. 3 wraps down, fold it all back, keep the thread tight, and you should be able to snap that away. And then to protect it, I'm going to counter rib with the gel spun. Try not to trap the hackle fibres as you go. Just wiggle it through them. And this is much stronger than using the uni to go up and down the body. And actually, I think it disturbs the deer hair a bit less as well. So I'm just going to make sure I'm going forwards, pulled back, as well as that tag end of the gel spun for extra security so it'll never slip. Tie right back up against the wing. And then I'll come in, trim that close. Sometimes pulling the glue for the masking tape can kind of mat that a wee bit. You get a wee brush and it's fine. And then I'll just come in, whip finish. trim that away, and then I'll come in with a healthy coat of varnish over the eye, and then I'll just clear that out. There you go. And there you go, that's the orange bomber. I jiggled that a bit there, but really good dry fly for salmon. Steelhead will probably take it if you skate it as well. Well worth tying some up. So I hope that was useful, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up below and subscribe to the channel. Take lines guys, bye.